be a small star with 100 times the mass of Jupiter. Well, that's simply impossible. First, the very fact that it has this extended atmosphere and tail shows that it has low gravity. If it were a massive high-gravity object, the gas couldn't escape, and we wouldn't see any of that. If it were a massive object, it would really be screwing around with the orbits of the planets as it came through the inner solar system. But there's been no change in the orbit of Mars, no change in the orbit of the Earth, no influence at all. These are just manufactured fears. Comet Elenin is just the most recent in this phenomenon of people's fear of the cosmos. They're afraid of things that are happening. Of course, the big story is they're afraid of this fictional planet Nibiru that doesn't exist, that's supposed to do damage to us in December of 2012. There's a whole mythology here. And none of it is based on fact. It's all fantasy. It's all wild speculation. And it's a shame that people are afraid of it. Let me just conclude by mentioning the issue of credibility. Some websites say that you can't believe the government or NASA, that we are hiding objects like Nibiru or the brown dwarf with Elenin. And this is just really crazy to a scientist, because we know that the science comes from the academic community. There are very few scientists who work for the government. Most of the telescopes are operated by universities. Even NASA's Hubble telescope is operated by a university team. It's the other way around. The scientists provide the information to NASA, not the reverse. And if you can imagine trying to silence 100,000 astronomers who with their telescopes could be tracking Nibiru or Elenin or any of these fictitious objects, I can tell you, you couldn't keep 6 astronomers quiet with an order from the government, let alone 100,000. There's no conspiracy here. There's no danger from Comet Elenin. There's no danger in 2012. I'm sorry that people get upset by it, but believe me, while there are plenty of real problems in the Earth, they don't come from the sky. Thanks for listening.